What's happening, everybody? Welcome to a special holiday break version of the Tuesday Night Indie Spotlight. I'm Ben, you might know me better as Piccolo930 on PSN or on Twitter. I'm here on behalf of Short Pause. That's the totally rad website that we run, www.shortpause.com. So make sure you come on over, check us out there. Follow us on Twitter at The Short Pause so you can keep up with everything that goes on with the site. If you've never watched the Indie Spotlight before, basically we grab a smaller downloadable title, fire it up for a little while, see what it's all about, see if maybe it's an under-the-radar gem that we should be keeping our eyes on. Now, tonight's game is going to be ICEY, as you can see from the title screen here. Now, typically with the Indie Spotlight, we grab a new title that came out during the week, we fire it up so you guys can get an idea what it's all about. This week, obviously with it being the holidays, nothing new really came out, so there's lots of sales going on right now. ICEY's on sale on all the platforms it's available on. I know it's available on PS4 and Steam. I'm not sure where else you can pick it up at, but at the very least it's in those two places. It's on sale right now. It's a game I had my eye on for a while now. It originally came out back in August, I believe, and I was thinking about featuring it during the spotlight at that time, but I don't remember what happened where that wasn't the case. But seeing it on sale now, nothing else new that was available this week, I figured, what the hell, let's fire up ICEY and see what this is all about. I haven't seen too much coverage on this game, if any. Haven't seen too much about it at all, so it's always been a game that's been really, really interesting to me. It's looks like a character action game, like a Devil May Cry or a Bayonetta, but in a 2D setting. So it's always been something that I really wanted to check out. So we're going to do that tonight. This game's developed by Fantablade, or the Fantablade Network. It's published by XD.com. I think that's their moniker that they go by. You can follow the game on Twitter at ICEY the game. I'm not sure if that's the developer's Twitter as well, but that's all I could find on this game right now. So make sure you give those guys follows and keep up with everything they do. This is an independent Chinese developed game. So, it got a lot of, I wouldn't say got a lot of, but it got some attention for that, for being part of PlayStation's, Chinese initiative in terms of their indie publishing. So we've seen some other games come out from that relationship as well. I know that Lost Soul Aside, which looks awesome, is in that conversation as well. I believe that's Chinese developed as well. So, yeah, let's get down to business here. Let's play some ICEY. Alright. Pop this down just a little bit. Hey, Optic, what's up, dude? Merry late Christmas to you as well. I hope everyone out there had a happy holiday. Hope everybody's either enjoying their time off or getting settled back in at work, depending on how that goes. So, alright, so really looking forward to playing this game. Alright. Alright, so this is our upgrade station. Obviously don't have any money right now, so can't upgrade any of that stuff. But, cool art style right off the bat. It's got an anime style about it. If this game can maintain, just from watching it in, trailers, if this game can maintain a quick, fast frame rate and smooth gameplay, this is probably going to be really fun. So we got the typical normal heavy attack. So we got dash. Your shield reduces the damage you take from attacks. Shield will auto regenerate move while taking damage. Destroy enemy cores. Okay, alright. Trying to read this stuff while I'm getting attacked here. Alright, so we got a harvest cores there. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so right off the bat, game looks fantastic. Running great so far. Hopefully this keeps up. Enemy attacks. Press R in the dash and circle to deal huge damage while they're exposed. Okay. Alright. Oh, when the enemy attacks. Okay, sorry, I gotta wait for that. Do this counter attack here. Ugh. Trying to get this timing down here. Can't seem to do it. Alright, let's take one of these down. I want to see if I can get this counter attack down here. Let's say press circle, right? Let's see if I can. There we go. That's gonna be it's gonna be tricky to figure out. All right. Silent Hell, nice. Use heavy attacks to break through an enemy shield. Appear when the enemy is counterattacking. Alright, there we go. Break through the shield. Alright. It's definitely gotta wrap my head around the combat mechanics here. What are these things? Nothing. Hold square to absorb crystals that appear, then let go to unleash a massive attack. Huh. Damage increases as you absorb more crystals. Alright, so we'll be on the lookout for crystals. Got a double jump in here as well. Dash, jump and dash to avoid to overcome obstacles. Loop. Oh, jump and dash. Okay. Oop. Still can't afford anything. Each attack will do more damage as your combo increases. Okay. What do we got here? Okay. Oh man. Getting rocked. Trying to get that counter attack down. Oh, do I have a... Does I have some kind of rolling attack as well? Ah. Nice. Alright, so we picked up a trophy. Oh boy. Didn't look good. Obviously, that guy was pissed. We just beat the hell out of him. Alright, so this looks like we might be getting towards one of the other interesting elements about this game. So, there's a narrator in this game that that may not have your best interests at heart. So, there's like this whole kind of meta game that's supposedly at play with ICEY here. And you can choose to follow the narrator or not. So let's see if this is what we're getting at here. I see. Interesting. Alright, so I'm back in control now. Close. Eyeball action there. Yes, I am. Did you take off the mask? Sure didn't. Do you prefer a more difficult journey? Not right now. In an adventure, our battle's more important than the story. No. Easy. Interesting. So now we're back to the title screen here. Huh. Won't let me continue either. This is crazy. Let's see, there's an option here to reset the game. Let's see what this does. Oh no. Did it really take me back to the beginning? Jeez. Alright, I thought that was gonna be something tricky where that was like how to get past that part. Alright, just royally screwed that up. Man, I thought I had a good idea too. And that counterattack is hard to do. Really just gotta dash at the right time. Alright. Alright, see if I can quickly move back to where I was at before. before I soundly outsmarted myself. Alright, let's battle this guy one more time. Man, I can't believe it. I just did that. And that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Alright, it's back to here again. The old repair failed again. That's your service. Alright, take two. So that's my years of playing like weird games and playing Kojima games. Trying to come up with an answer there. Alright, so I'm gonna answer these the same way. It comes up with easy again, and it takes me back to the menu. It's not letting me continue once again, so let's guess this is part of the game. Maybe I'm supposed to wait for it here. It's very strange kind of plot twist here in this game very early on. Ah, there, now we have the option to continue with narrator. Okay. Follow the leader.
In the middle of a dark, quiet room, filled only by the sounds of humming machines, a figure floats, suspended. She, ICEY, has no memories, no past. Memories to her
Reached the climax already, Optic.
Her existence only serves one purpose: to kill Judas. That wicked devil, the bringer of the apocalypse. No matter how many difficulties or obstacles she will face, ICEY understands that she must accomplish her mission.
You okay?
Destroy Judas. In the darkness, ICEY awakes.
Hold triangle to start game, please. You okay?
Left the laboratory. She understands that as long as she follows the arrow, she will discover where Judas is hiding.
Options button to access extensive system interface. Back to extensive system interface. Lost Woods. So maybe some kind of way we can go back to where we were at, I guess. I don't know.
ICEY has left the laboratory.
Huh.
She understands that as long as she follows the arrow, she will discover where Judas is hiding.
It's very strange to see this kind of twist in a game that's, you know, this kind of game. It's a
More
2D action platformer.
To stop ICEY. Kill them. ICEY reaches a quiet hill, illuminated by light dancing off of the lake below. She is at peace.
This narrator just sounds like he's up to no good. Oh, what is this thing? Haven't seen this guy before. Alright, he's got a shield. Nope.
There seems to be a console that will activate the photon bridge. ICEY moves to activate it.
Alright, so that wasn't like that before. Interesting.
A disgusting swamp rests, unmoving, in front of ICEY. She must carefully jump across.
This narrator's something else. Still don't have enough to afford anything.
ICEY arrives in the moonlight forest. In front of her waits Daha. Wait, where's the bridge? Right, just keep following the arrow. Whoa, what? How did you come in here? Something's wrong here.
Interesting. So obviously the arrow was telling us to go down. I jumped over this way. This is me ignoring the narrator.
ICEY arrives at an unnamed town. There is not a soul in sight. ICEY searches around the house for a trace of someone, a mark of some presence. It seems as if everyone has been wiped out. The culprit? Most likely Judas. ICEY decides to head deeper into town. not hesitating to follow the arrow.
Explore. So I can explore that way, or I can keep running this way. Let's see what's up here.
ICEY ignores the warehouse in the distance and continues to follow the arrow.
Huh. Let's go in the warehouse. What is this now? These are mines. Proximity mines.
ICEY enters the warehouse that is completely devoid of any living creature.
Ooh.
Just like the attic.
So I can actually dash multi-directional as well. Oh, what is
Are
this?
you kidding me? Ugh. Again? Can't you just follow the arrow? At least once? Oh, well, this level was never finished. Do you realize how much inconvenience I've suffered trying to make a successful game? A few flaws, a few bugs here and there. It's normal. Like this place. I never finished applying the colors. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're thinking. In reality, it's really difficult to make a game. And it's very easy for problems like this to appear. Just wait a minute. I know you don't trust me. I'll just have to show you.
Man, this game is so strange. This is crazy. I definitely have no idea what's about to happen or where this is going.
Archive room. All of my prototypes are stored here. When making a good game, fun gameplay is of utmost importance. I've been iterating on prototypes for over 10 years. Can you believe it? That's an entire decade. Here, let me show you my first prototype. This is a very early version of the game. You could change to a long-range weapon so that you could use both melee and ranged attacks. But then I thought, who in their right mind would care for such an amazing weapon? No player would want it. Not a single one.
Obviously that looks awesome. Looks very Devil May Cry-ish.
So, in the end, I completely abandoned this prototype. That brings us to the second version. In the second version, there was a sort of mix between the demonic enemies and the player. You could absorb the enemy's powers and use them for your own. But then I ran into a big problem. Cost. Don't you think it would be a waste to spend so much time on making such a complicated game, only to run out of cash halfway through development? After all, games do need to make money. So I cut this version as well. Unknowingly, 10 years flew by in the blink of an eye. With all the effort I spent, I think a few scattered bugs or missing features are entirely acceptable. I just want you to understand me and empathize with me. I sacrificed so much trying to make this a fun experience for you. I spent 10 years of my youth on this. Even if you're not entirely enjoying the experience, don't you think you could give the game a 5-star rating? Like this. Besides, who's gonna dig this deep into a game? The visuals are stunning, buy it. The producer is famous, buy it. There are so many reviews, buy it. I thought that's all people considered when buying a new game. Like a machine spewing out cash. Do you really beat all the games you buy?
Sure don't.
Games are about entertainment. Don't place too much value on a few mishaps here and there. People will still buy the game, even if the servers are bad. People will still buy the game if there are bugs. So, man, why not buy another?
Wow. Quite the detour there. Just earned a trophy for that little detour there. Clearly optic. Yeah, I guess we go back to Ultimopolis here.
ICEY arrives at an unnamed town. There is not a soul in. ICEY searches around the house for a trace of someone, a mark of some presence. It seems as if ICEY decides to head deeper into town, not hesitating to follow the arrow.
So should I go back this way? Let's see.
ICEY ignores the warehouse in the distance.
Alright, we're not going to go in the warehouse this time.
Follow the arrow.
Alright, enemies. Ooh, haven't seen these before. Oh. I forgot this guy's got a shield. Alright. Yeah, I started to use some of the other moves at my disposal too. I can do different things with like the directional pad, so I can like up attacks, down attacks, that kind of stuff. Juggle combos are a possibility with that. I'll try and keep that in mind as we're moving forward here. Thor. Oh boy. Alright, so it looks like we're in for a big time battle here. Ah. Hmm. Eesh. Ugh. Alright, that was terrible. I'm trying to get that counterattack move down. I just cannot figure out the timing on it. Ah. Gotta really stay airborne with this guy. Damn. Just keep diving right into his attacks here. Gotta get out of that area of effect there. Ah. Yeah. No! Get out of the area. Come on, Icy. We get him? Alright. Finally.
As ICEY defeats Thor, the gates to Ultimopolis slide open.
So I have to assume, I mean, originally, the arrow wasn't even to go this way, so I have to assume this game has multiple paths, or at least some type of non-linearity. Alright, how do I get up there? Oh, dash back up there, that's what we'll do. Finally have enough to afford something here. Let's see, rapidly attack 4 times. Furiously attack with Icy's blade to deal massive damage, may launch smaller enemies into the air. Square, 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 triangle. Alright. Oh, there's some stuff down here that's cheaper. Didn't even realize that. There's a lot of different moves at our disposal here. Shadow Slice, Regeneration, Regen Icy's Age, Rupturing an enemy's core, Perception. Alright, let's just go ahead and add this other slash. Start with the basics here. Alright, so then each of those has a level that can be leveled up as well. So it'll definitely take a while to get our character maxed out. I thought that bottom thing there was our stamina meter, but man, looks like you can just pretty much keep dashing. Don't see that stamina's gonna be an issue. Same thing here. We'll bypass the warehouse. We've already been in there. So we haven't gone this way yet.
follows the arrow, getting closer to the main gates of Ultimopolis. What ICEY must remember is that she must always follow the arrow. Otherwise, she will be lost.
Alright, some enemies. Boom.
The gates to Ultimopolis are open. ICEY enters Ultimopolis, only to be greeted by an empty shell of a city that once flourished. Only the dilapidated buildings give some hint of Ultimopolis's past splendor, of what used to be, before Judas brought destruction.
Alright, let's go down here. Huh. Rank. So what's about to happen here? getting wrecked here. This guy. Whew. See, if I could, man, if I could figure out, just executed a couple counterattacks there. If I could figure out how to do that successfully, I'd be way better at this game. Alright, this guy's being an asshole. Ah. There we go. Oh. Two of these guys. Man, these guys are packing some punch here. Jeez. Alright, so this was a wave style challenge that's available in here. Not our best showing. Let's give this another whirl. I'm not sure if this has an ending or if this is just survive as long as you can. I'm not sure, but we'll see. That thing is a pain in the ass. This thing's... Ah, grabbed me right as I was trying to absorb those crystals. Jeez. Alright. Clearly we're not ready for prime time on this yet, so just cut our losses here and move on.
ICEY arrives at a metro station and decides to take a look inside.
Oh. Damn. You for Judas. Judas, just a guy, just looks like an evil dude.
ICEY finds another strange box. ICEY discovers that she can now easily pass through steel bars.
Interesting.
ICEY resumes her journey, following the arrow to the left.
Psych.
ICEY ignores the arrow. She doesn't notice the disturbing feeling hanging in the air.
I've still yet to figure out if disobeying the arrow is a good thing or a bad thing, or how it affects the game. That guy, a much easier version of the eyeball enemy I was just fighting. Man, that flying thing. Once you get caught in that laser, you're just incapacitated. What's up here?
She should turn back. Her target is not here.
Ah. What is this thing? Damn it. Now I'm running out of stamina.
Oh, ICEY, you never learn, do you? You never listen to my advice. I've already said dozens of times that you must follow the arrow. I'm not your enemy. Do you think I'm trying to hurt you?
That's what we're still trying to decide here, Mr. Narrator.
Do you think that this path will lead you to the truth? Every person has their own inner demons. Do you think a quest for the truth will help you banish yours? I understand your dedication to the chase. The truth is just a lie, however. Every being's self is determined by the heavens. Why must you insist on tracking down an elusive truth? Do you really want to unveil this truth?
Let's do it.
You've actually already seen it, though perhaps in the form of a corpse. Or was it the corpse of yourself? You've seen a glimpse of the truth, but you haven't seen it in its entirety, because you only see what you want to see. You purposefully directly ignore my directions. You simply want to resist me, but in reality, it's meaningless, no? That, perhaps, is the truth which you should see. This is
what is happening
the
now?
truth you seek. ICEY is extremely happy. ICEY does not know why she is here, nor how she arrived at this place. However, she feels free. No one is forcing her to make a choice, but she feels alone, lost. One day, ICEY left this place and soared across the world, until she met them, her new friends. ICEY was finally no longer lonely. She was free to choose her own path. ICEY could feel a deep connection between the three of them. Ah, this is true friendship. This is what ICEY was searching for.
Yeah.
ICEY was truly happy.
This is so bizarre.
Maybe.
Alrighty then. I guess it's back to the metro entrance.
ICEY arrives at a metro station and decides to take a look inside. ICEY ignores the arrow. She doesn't notice the disturbing feeling hanging in the air.
I'm gonna follow the arrow this time because I already went that way. Let's see, should we upgrade anything here? Brutal blade. There's vitality down here. Maybe we should just save up for that. Let's do that. So I can't figure out which combat ability I want. Alright. Puck. Let's get our next boss battle here. Boom.
Oh? A dead end? That's not right. There shouldn't be a dead end here. There should be a...
Another strange currents here.
ICEY continues to look deeper into the tunnels.
Ah, gotta keep moving her. Damn. And these flying robot bird things are so annoying. I missed my counterattack there. Jeez. Man.
ICEY continues to look deeper into the tunnels.
Got the counterattack on that one. You basically just gotta get lucky with those birds. I mean, you have no idea when they're gonna laser you, so. Yeah, that counterattack is unforgiving. What's up here? Another secret path? Very non-linear, this game here. A little money stash.
ICEY follows the arrow. She knows that she will find Judas soon. ICEY attempts to explore the area, but there's nothing of interest in that direction. ICEY she tries to explore again. There's really nothing. I've already told you. There's nothing here.
Let's see, how many times can I do this?
Fine. You win. Look, there's nothing here.
That's pretty,
Just a small
that's pretty cool.
and some deadly puddles of water. You should really listen to me. What? I said deadly puddles of water. Can you not understand me? Why did you jump in? This is a
curious.
Deadly pool of water. There's no telling what sort of bacteria is in there that could eat through your circuits. Do you really want to jump in? There are so many places left for you to explore. I'm trying to save you time. I'm trying to help you. I just want you to follow the right path. Could it be that you don't actually like action games? Or do you just think this game is too simple? Or too hard? Or that it just doesn't tickle your fancy? I get it. Wait a minute.
Back to
Maybe
another,
I should let you try some other games.
Back to
What
another
about this
crazy
one?
room here.
It's called Koi. You're a fish, able to freely swim wherever you please.
Another Chinese developed
You must
game.
be tired of killing.
The PS4 came
That's
out
why
earlier
you
this year.
stopped paying attention to me. You must be tired of killing. That's why you've stopped paying attention to me. It's not a problem. This game is perfect for you. Look at the art. Listen to the music. Embrace your emotions. There's no violence in this game, however, which means it could be perfect for you. What? You don't think something this artsy is a good fit for you? Fine. You're so picky. Let's try another one. Ah, here's one. Perfect. This will definitely suit your tastes.
This is
I know
crazy.
you don't like my game. You just like jumping and running. Something with easy controls. I think you'll love this game. I
See,
found it
Optic,
on an island
thanks
full
for
of
stopping by, dude.
coconuts, and only coconuts.
Have a happy new year if we
It's
don't
really pretty
talk to you
simple.
before then.
All you need to do is move. And sometimes you'll need to jump. When you see a light,
So
jump again.
we've actually unlocked a
What do you think?
mini game within the
Simple
game
enough for
here.
your tastes.
This game is so
Clearly, each
wild.
level should be easy. Tisk tisk. Try again. You died again?
We gotta jump into the
terrible.
jet stream there.
Terrible. You've ignored the road to paradise and instead rushed down the road right to hell.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna go get some dinner. We'll see if you're still stuck when I come back.
Tricky little sequence here. Thankfully I didn't have to go back to the start. Wow. It's so interesting that there's something like this in this game. Damn, that part's hard.
Still dead?
Ugh.
Don't you think it's worth listening to solid advice? Sometimes? Why must you insist on blazing your own trail? Do you not fear what awaits you in death? I'm guessing that next time you'll be a little more willing to listen to what I have to say. Just follow the path that I've laid out for you.
Wow. Alright, back to where we left off here. Definitely say I've never played a game quite like ICEY before.
continues to look deeper into the tunnel.
Alright, so we'll go for a few more minutes here. See what else we can uncover, and then we'll call it a wrap.
ICEY follows the arrow. She knows that she will find Judas soon.
Let's go ahead and follow the arrow this time. Where do I want to go here? Get the cash. Oh boy. Ugh. Got him.
ICEY hears a roar coming from the depths of the cave to her right.
Sounds like another big bad enemy coming up. So let's get our vitality up. So we got 268 left. Let's upgrade our shield as well. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Wanted to get in there and buy that shadow slice. Let's buy that too. That sounds kind of badass. Oh, that's not the one I meant to buy. Oh well. Alright, another big baddie. Carlos. Nice name for a murderous robot bug thing. Wow. Man, this thing is... Alright, we gotta get rid of this. Oh. Damn. Man, this thing just... Do I not have my dash when I'm near this guy, or? We get him. See you, Carlos. Alright, another boss in the books. That's gonna do it for the stream here tonight. Alright, so this has been ICEY from Fanta Blade Network and published by xd.com, I believe they're called. But check out the game. It's at ICEY the game on Twitter. This is a very very strange game. It's when you first get into the game, this is definitely not what it appears to be. You think you're going to be in for just a standard, character action title, a 2D version of it, albeit. But yeah, this game's obviously much more than that. There's this whole meta thing going on with the narrator, and I don't know if it's just simply the developer trying to make make different points about game development and just kind of like I don't even know what to call it. It's kind of like a not social commentary, but just a commentary on the games industry or whatnot, or if there's actually more to it in terms of the actual game itself. We'll have to see as I play through it, how much this actually factors into the actual game. But it's a very interesting part of the game, nonetheless. It definitely keeps you on your toes. You're not sure what's what. Adds a whole non-linear aspect to the game. The game's beautiful. Love the anime art style. It's at odds with the kind of setup of the game though, having this anime art style and this this very anime influenced combat and kind of world with this very droll narrator and the weird stuff with the meta that's going on as well. It's kind of at odds, but yeah, curious to see where this game goes from here. Like I said, I really have no idea where this is going, so I'm very very curious at this point to figure out how it goes. But the game plays well though. It's fast, fluid, action packed. The counter maneuver is extremely difficult to pull off. I have not been able to master the timing on that. I feel like I'm missing a lot from the combat system because of that. There's a bunch of other moves and stuff that I don't know how to do, the different combos that I've got to work on as well. But the combat is definitely nuanced. It's a little bit deeper than just your typical hack and slash game. So if you get into that kind of stuff, I think there's some depth to be mined from it if you're into that flavor of game. So all in all, ICEY, a very very interesting game here. I'm glad I got a chance to finally try it out and experience it. Definitely want to see where it goes from here. At its heart, it's got a strong core action game, but like I said, the other stuff going on with it just makes it a unique title. So if that sounds interesting to you, give it a shot. It is on sale right now. It'll be on sale for I think at least throughout the week here. So I know it's part of the PlayStation holiday sale, so it was $8.99 on there. Not sure what the Steam price is, but I'd imagine something similar. So like I said, if you're at all interested, go check this out now. It's a good time to get in. So once again, I'm Ben Piccolo930 on PSN and on Twitter. At the Short Pause is how you can follow us, www.shortpause.com. We do the Tuesday Night Indie Spotlight every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on our YouTube channel. So if you like what we do, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that kind of stuff. We appreciate it. And I hope everybody had a great holiday with Christmas just a day removed here. Got New Year's coming up, so everybody have a happy New Year as well. And we will not be returning to the podcast this week, but we're on our kind of 2-week holiday break here. Basically, the entire industry takes a break, so we figure we'll take a break with them. So no podcast this weekend. The podcast will be back the following weekend, so be on the lookout for that. I'll be back next Tuesday with another Indie Spotlight before we do another podcast, so definitely come back and check that out. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by and watching. We'll see you guys next time.